Alright. Yo, what's up, guys? Just do a quick little patch overview since it came out. And I've already read this. Nothing's like too crazy in here. Kind of just some expected things. Some unexpected things I actually think are really cool. But anyways, just real quick, they fixed the issue of the bolts were 15 or 20 gold for 15 instead. I'm assuming they did I'm assuming this happened because because like a stack of 20 arrows is 20 gold and they made a stack of bolts 20 gold, but they never made bolts a 20 stack because why would they? So, I just assume that's what happened there. I've seen disappear if inventory and network conditions are poor. No idea when this happened. Fixture where utility items would arbitrarily appear in the hand when equipped. I don't even know what this means, honestly. Adrenaline spike got fixed. That's big. This actually works now. Hopefully, that's big. Handcraft specialty to apply the additional damage properly. No, don't care at all. This is big. Blood. Everybody expected this, right? Oh, oops, too far down. Everybody expected this. Blood exchange recovery rate per hit is reduced from 15% to 10, so you restore 10% of max HP per hit. And then blood exchange maximum health reduction rate for 8 seconds has been changed from minus 25% to minus 30%. Barbarian's blood exchange skill tier has been changed from 1 to 5. It will now take longer to recover the skill at a campfire. I don't know. Okay, so this means you can still get it with a gray, but you have to sit down for the entire duration of the gray campfire. That's what this means, because fighter's second wind is now 5 as well. Okay, so the issue with this, I don't think it said it's 15% instead of 10. I mean, it's definitely a good thing they changed it, right? I literally said last patch, I said this shit would be way too strong whenever they changed it to 15%. I think the big issue here is that I'm pretty sure it's working in an unintended way with Achilles, but they did nerf Achilles, so I guess technically it's nerfed. But who cares? Achilles strike duration changed from 4 seconds to 2.5. That's cool. Then we got fighter nerfs, of course. I mean, well, let's be real. Everybody knew fighter was getting nerfed. They refused to allow fighter to be good. They won't do it. Which is funny, because they didn't even nerf the things I thought they'd nerf. This is, like, very surprising. They nerfed Adrenaline Rush and Dual Wield for 10% on Adrenaline and 5% on Dual Wield. So you lose about 15% from these two in total. Which is very surprising they actually nerfed this. I don't know if they nerfed it with the intentions of hitting Slayer and normal fighter, or if they only nerfed it for like the build, like my build. But I mean, hey, I accept it. And then we got second wind nerf by about 10%. This isn't that big a deal. Like, I mean, obviously it hurts, but it's not like a crazy amount. It's kind of like whatever. Doesn't change much. Fighter's still gonna be fine. You're still gonna be able to run a shield. These changes here are irrelevant if you didn't run dual wield anyways in Adrenaline Rush. If you ran second wind, whatever, still cool. But I'm pretty sure you probably don't run Adrenaline Rush now. 15% is not a whole lot of attack speed. I probably won't run it anymore. I'm probably just going back to shield gaming. But anyways, yeah, and second wind nerf, like I said, not that relevant. Like, it matters, not a super huge change. This is actually really big. Fighter's second wind skill tier has been changed from 6 to 5. What this means is, so the higher skill tier it is, the longer it takes to recharge. So before, at 6, if you put down a gray campfire yourself, you couldn't get your second wind back. But if somebody else put it down for you, you could. Now that we're at a skill tier of 5, if you put a gray campfire down, you'll be able to get your own second wind back, which is amazing. So no more needing wider, better campfires to get it yourself. This is really good for This is good for solos especially too, because you can buy you can buy gray campfires from the woodsman. Really nice for trios too, just in case you need to be the one to put it down. Awesome. Fighter's perfect block has been changed to greatly improve the impact power of a block/parry for 6 seconds after activation instead of for just 1 block. This is great. Is the skill good now? Probably not. However, it's better than it was before by a pretty significant margin. And they increased the cooldown from 12 seconds to 24 seconds. It probably doesn't matter. I mean, let's be real. This still isn't probably getting used. Blocking isn't as reliable in this game. Oh. Even when you have a bigger shield, blocking's not super reliable. But it's like cool. Range's crippling shot movement speed reduction has been changed from 25% to 35%. This is really annoying. This is like one of the worst things about playing Rangers. They shoot you in the legs and you just can't fucking move at all. However, whatever, they changed it. See, this is actually something okay, not this. Well, this is cool. Wizard Fire Mastery now works properly with Zap and Ignite. That's cool, whatever. But this, Wizard's Fire Mastery now reduces the amount of healing received by burnt enemies by 50%. So, okay, one, I've been saying I want more anti-heal in the game, and I hate that it's on Wizard. However, I'm happy that it exists. I think it's awesome. I think anti-heal should exist. However, because of this, Wizard is pretty much going to be mandatory on every single team comp. The same way Cleric has been mandatory on every single team comp, now Wizard's going to be. Because the thing is, with Fire Mastery working with Ignite, you can ignite your teammate, and now their sword that's on fire or whatever on fire has a 50% anti-heal. So Wizard is pretty much going to be absolutely needed in every single team comp now, just outright, just how it's going to be. Wizard was already good in terms of damage, and you got really geared. Wizard is still insane. Now Wizard's even more necessary and even better. Haste Stun gets 5% move speed bonus, 10% action speed bonus, and 10% casting speed bonus. I don't like this. I feel like they should get rid of the action speed. Like if you're gonna add if they want to add movement speed back, that's fine, but get rid of action speed. Action speed is what made this really, really strong with Buff Ball, because you're just giving 10% free attack speed, which Wizards don't need. Like the 10% action speed doesn't affect the Wizard at all. It is completely useless to them unless you're running Dagger Ignite. No one runs that anymore. But the action speed is completely useless. This literally just makes it better whenever you're buffing a teammate. Cleric's Locust Swarm channeling change from 8 seconds to 6 seconds. Locust Swarm attribute bonus ratio change from 0.5 to 1. This just means they'll get all of the additional magic damage scaling and stuff from like their stats. I don't know how strong it'll be. Probably won't be strong, but it needed the buff because Cleric's Locust Swarm was awful. Earthquake channeling time change from 8 seconds to 6 seconds. Damage per step change from 10 to 7. It's fine. They only have one charge of it, so it's easier to bait out now. And if you get caught in it, you can walk out of it. So this is fine. Good nerf, or good change overall. Song of Silence range increased by about 50%. Song of Silence duration decreased. Okay, so Song of Silence now, basically, all you're going to do is you're going to interrupt someone's spell, and they're going to be able to pretty much recast it right away. This basically doesn't hurt Clerics at all, because Clerics can have protection from evil, which halves the duration of debuffs, and then Will reduces the debuffs even further. So this is basically going to end instantly on Clerics. It affects Wizards a bit more, because Wizards don't have that protection from evil, so but overall, the Silence isn't going to last long, like barely over a second. Shriek of Weakness range increased. That's good. Piercing Shrill range increased. Or decreased, my bad, at max rank. But they decreased the damage too? But they buffed it, so it scales better. Okay, never mind. Okay, that explains it. So it scales way, way better now. Like, pretty much the scaling's great across the board. Like, they just doubled it at max rank. Den of Darkness looks as an area effect when the effect occurs. That's cool. Den get its range nerfed, fine, and they buffed the damage, and they also buffed the scaling again, and that is scary. That is terrifying. Because if you play during Den meta, you know that shit's terrifying. Evil Eye changed from 3 to 1, doesn't matter. Hellfire changed from 10 to 4, that's cool for PvE clear. Life Drain cost changed from 5 to 4, no one runs the spell, and even if you do, the cost doesn't matter because it full heals you. Curse of Pain, that's big. It's fine. So the thing is, keep in mind, all of these get doubled by Torture Mastery. So Hellfire was 20, Life Drain was 10, and Curse of Pain would have been 10. So now it's 6, 8, 8, which is good. That's a very, very big change. Ray of Darkness changed from 5 to 4. Ray of Darkness damage per second increased from 7, or changed from 7 to 6, decreased. Ray of Darkness damage tick cycle changed from 0.2 to 0.1 seconds. And Ray of Darkness attribute ratio bonus changed from 0.5 to 1. So they're trying their hardest to make Ray of Darkness like a good damage spell. I don't know if it's gonna work. But I mean, they're trying. They'll buff it till it does, it looks like. Overall, fine patch. Nothing really, like, I think in terms of, like, I think this is good. Like, they're buffing some of the things aren't good. Like, Perfect Block buff is good. Locust Swarm buff is good. Like, Shrill buff's good. Thing is, like, I think the balance is in a really, really good spot right now, and they literally just need to be changing. Like, just make things that are useless useful. That's, like, good. Like, the Perfect Block change, it's not as good. Like, it's not going to be, like, probably not useful, but it's way more useful than it ever was before. So, overall, good patch. I mean, nothing crazy, but I wasn't really expecting anything crazy to begin with. I didn't even think they were doing a patch, honestly. I thought the next patch would be the November patch. However, like, this is cool. Not really much to complain about. Little Warlock buffs. The anti-heals, I think the anti-heal is like the highlight of this patch. The anti-heal is really cool, but like I said, I do hate that it's on Wizard. It feels so weird that they give it to Wizard and they give it to Fire spells. I mean, I'm assuming they give it specifically to Fire spells because of Ignite. Because you can Ignite your teammate and then they will be able to apply anti-heal. Which is really good because you could deal with Cleric with that better. However, like I said, Wizard is going to be the most important character in the game now. Because they can counter Cleric pretty much. Like 50% anti-heal is a lot of anti-heal. The one thing, however, it doesn't affect is fighters. Fighter players are up. Fun fact, if you do not know, because second wind is percent max health healing, it does not get reduced by anti-heal. The only thing it gets reduced by is famine, because famine completely nullifies healing. It doesn't apply anti-heal. But for example, blow of corruption does not affect fighter second wind healing at all. That's big for us. Anyways, yeah, nice little patch rundown. Some changes are cool, some feel unnecessary. Overall, I'm ready to see how it plays out, and I'm a big fan of the anti-heal. But until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.